Let's go to the top right and click on the face icon. If you don't see your face there, that means that you have not added or uploaded an image at your FaithLife.com account. So you may see a simple icon of a person there. Go ahead and click it. Choose from the menu, Your Account. You may need to log in, but once you log in, Logos will take you to your billing information. Here you can delete and update your credit cards. Let's return to Logos and once again click the account icon to access the menu. Choose from the menu your FaithLife profile. Now Logos may take you to a blank page. If it does, notice how I'm deleting everything after FaithLife.com. You do the same. Once FaithLife.com refreshes, enter in your username and password and click sign in. By the way, these are the same credentials you use at the Logos store as well as you would use for your Bible software program. You're now logged into FaithLife.com. Over at the left, you can make modifications to your settings, update your profile, add groups, and join other groups. Think of this page as Facebook for FaithLife. Let's go ahead and close the window by clicking on the X at the top right. Once again, click your profile icon located here at the top right. Click New User from the menu as seen here. As you can see, this Logos menu choice opens up the login screen. Now you can log in as a different user with a different email and password. Go ahead and click Sign In to return to Logos Bible Software. Once again, click the account icon. Go to the menu and click Sign Out. Notice how this menu option opens up the Sign In window, but it has removed your email and password. This is very handy if you're sharing a desktop with another user and you don't want your credentials to be available to them. Go ahead and enter your username and password and click Sign In to log back into Logos Bible Software. That completes this portion of the training that focuses on the account icon. Now, just to the right of that is a 3-dot menu. These dots are vertical. I call this the stoplight menu. Go ahead and click it once. Since this is an options menu, you see a lot of options available to you. The first one at the top is Logos Bible Software Help. I've noticed that this sometimes can be a little tricky to access. Notice the keyboard shortcuts listed at the right. So if you can't click it, just press the keyboard shortcut. Here's the Logos Help file. It has been updated to Logos 9. You will find that it can be helpful, though at other times the information is just a little too general. Once again, click the 3 vertical dots at the far right. Let's choose the second menu option, Browse All Documentation. This is a unique menu option in that what it's going to do is open up the library window and generate a list of all the manuals you have in Logos Bible Software. Now, if you have Morris Proctor's training, you'll see his manuals up here. If Logos has produced any manuals, they'll be listed too. And also all the LearnLogos.com personal books, which have been set up as manuals, those too will be listed in this menu. So it's a handy way to get a list of all the manuals you have in your Logos Bible Software library. Let's go ahead and click on the X on the tab to close this window. Once again, click the 3-dot vertical menu at the far right. Choose the third option, Online Support Center from the menu. Logos will open up the web browser and take you to their general help page. Here you'll find help videos and a search box to search for additional help. Let's return back to Logos and once again click on the stoplight menu at the top right as seen here. Let's choose the fourth menu option, Draw on Screen. Now this particular feature is real handy if you demonstrate Logos in front of a class or you're trying to show someone how to use the program and want to highlight some things on the screen. If you have a mouse with a scroll option, you will then be able to change colors. If you don't have a scroll mouse button, I recommend getting one. That'll make it a whole lot easier to change colors. As you can see, Logos has converted the mouse icon into a crayon, and I'm drawing a purple bluish line. Using the scroll button on my mouse, I was able to change the color to red. By left-clicking and dragging my mouse, I'm able now to draw a red line. For the PC, press F8 button to erase what you have drawn, and then press the Escape button to turn off the pen. For the Mac, you'll need to press Command F8 to erase what you've drawn, and then also press the Escape button to turn off the pen. Now let's go back to the top right and click on the stoplight menu once again. Logos has made it easier for you to make the program visually larger or smaller. As you can see here, there's several options. Let's go ahead and click on 150%, as seen here. The program has been scaled to 150%. To change this, let's go back to the top right and click on the stoplight menu. Now the program scaling has some options, 80%, 100, 150, and 200. If you don't like those options, go ahead and click the three dots there to the right as seen here. Next, scroll down until you get to the accessibility section. You can use the vertical scroll bar at the right. As you can see, LogOS allows you to scale content, that is, the text within the various windows, and then also scale the program, which is the physical program itself. So between those two options, you should be able to arrange your windows so it is visually just the right size that you need. Go ahead and click on Program Scaling 100% located here. Here's a list of all the program scaling percentages that are available to you. Notice that 150% that we saw in the menu is not located here. Let's go ahead and choose 140%. Let's close the window by clicking on the X on the tab located here. Once again, let's go to the top right and click on our stoplight option menu, the three vertical dots. Let's take a look at the new dark mode feature in LogOS. So go ahead at the far right and click on dark. Now, as soon as you click the dark option, you'll see a yellow bar will appear at the top, and at the top left, you'll need to click the restart button to apply these changes. So go ahead and click on the word restart. You'll notice that LogOS has shut down and now is preparing your library. You'll also notice that the window has a dark coloring rather than the light coloring, and this is to let you know dark mode is being enabled. The next window you may see in preparation for dark mode is synchronizing. This will just take but a few moments. Dark mode has now been enabled. If you like this color scheme, there's no further changes to be made. However, for the rest of the training, we will use the standard color scheme. So let's go back to the top right, click on the stoplight menu so we can change this back to light mode. Instead of changing the theme through the system light dark option, which we just did, let me show you an alternative way to change out of dark mode. Therefore, choose Program Settings. The first option available in the Program Settings under the General section is Application Theme. Notice ours is currently set for dark. Go ahead and click on the dark menu option. Please choose System from the menu. LogOS once again is shut down. Notice the window is light, showing you that LogOS is preparing to return to the system colors as we had set up before. You may see the synchronizing window appear as seen here. It'll be just a moment before LogOS restarts. Our standard system mode has now returned. Let's go ahead and close the Program Settings window by clicking on the X on the tab located here. Let's go to the top right and click on the stoplight menu located here. LogOS has added the History option to the menu. Notice the keyboard shortcut at the far right. Go ahead and click on History to see this option. The History window is actually very helpful. It literally keeps track of everything that you click on. Documents, guides, tools, everything that you open, LogOS keeps track of. Now, when you sit down to use LogOS, I recommend that you clear the history right away. That way, anything that you do in that current session will be in the list, and you won't be mixing history from previous sessions of LogOS. So let's go ahead and click on the clear button located here. Our history has been cleared. Let's go ahead and close our history window by clicking on the X on the tab located here. Let's once again click on the stoplight menu at the top right. The Favorites tool has now been added to the menu as well. Now, if you have shortcuts to these two options on your shortcut toolbar, now is probably a good time to right-click on those shortcut icons and delete each one of them. Since LogOS has made it accessible through the stoplight menu at the top right, there's no reason to use up your valuable shortcut space. Let's go ahead and click on Favorites to see this option. The Favorites toolbar has opened at the left. Notice at the top we have the Favorites, and below that we have the bookmarks. In a video later, we'll explore how to use this feature more thoroughly. Let's go ahead and click on the X on the tab to close this window. Go ahead and click on the stoplight menu at the top right once again. LogOS has provided a link to download LogOS. Now, between you and me, this seems kind of silly because if you have the program there's no need to download, and if you don't have the program, you won't have access to this link. Nevertheless, this menu option will take you to the Logos website where you can download the program. Now, the next link is actually pretty handy. It's Use Logos Online. Go ahead and click that menu option. Now, if this is the first time you've accessed this website, app.logos.com, you'll need to sign in. This is a good website to remember the web domain. Should you find yourself on another computer that doesn't have Logos installed, app.logos.com will give you minimum access to the tools and access to most of your books. Let's go ahead and click Sign In to see this application. Go ahead and put in your Logos username and password, and then click Sign In. Now, in a future video, we'll explore this much more in depth. But for now, let me give you a quick overview and show you what options you have available to you. So let's click on the Tools menu located here. At the time this video was made, these are the 13 tools that are available to use. Notice it's most of the major ones, but not all the tools are included. Next, let's click on Guides. The 4 major guides are available: Bible Word Study, Exegetical, Passage Guide, and Sermon Starter Guide. You also have access to your started workflows, custom workflows, and completed workflows. Next, let's click on Docs on the main menu located here. You can see a list of the documents that are available to you in the menu. Let's go ahead and click on the hamburger menu at the left. Let's click Author to collapse this menu. Here's a list of the document types available through app.logos.com. Let's go ahead and click on the hamburger menu to close this window. Let's go over to the far right and click on the blue New button. At the time this video was made, Logos will only allow you to create 2 types of documents within app.logos.com, a sermon and Canvas. Next, let's go to the top left and click on the book icon or library icon to access our books. We now can access the majority of our books through this app.logos.com. So if you find yourself on an iPad or a mobile device or someone else's computer, you can access your library through app.logos.com. Now, some books don't appear. These are books like clause analysis that are graphically based, like the syntax charts, but most books will appear in here. Let's go to the top right and click on the X to close this internet browser window. Let's once again click the stoplight menu located here at the top right. Let's choose our last menu option, About Logos Bible Software. This page will tell you the version of Logos you have, what features have been enabled, and what your base package library includes. But the most important feature here is located at the top, just to the right of your profile, and it's labeled Manage Document Sharing. Go ahead and click that option. Now, if this is the first time you've accessed this feature, you will need to sign in with your Logos email and password, and then click Authorize. This is a wonderful feature that Logos provides. Every single document that you have created, Logos has been storing in their cloud. This means both current documents as well as deleted documents. That's right. If you accidentally delete a document, you can come here and undelete it. Let me show you how to do this. Let's go ahead and click on All Documents in the drop-down menu located here. Here's a list of all the documents that Logos is currently backing up on your behalf. Next, let's click on the next drop-down menu option labeled Available, as seen here. There are 4 document statuses. The first one is Available, and that means it's an active document. The next one is Shared, and that tells you if you've shared this document with another person or it's available to be shared. Third is Private, which means no one else can see it but you. And Deleted represents those documents that you have deleted. Let's go ahead and click on Deleted. We now have a list of all our deleted documents. Now, if you're looking for a specific deleted document, you'll need to use the Find Document search box there at the top left. But if you see your document in the list, simply float your mouse like I'm doing over here at the right, and you'll see the Undelete button appear. I'm going to go ahead and click on Undelete. The document has now been undeleted. Let's go ahead and close this internet browser by clicking on the X at the top right and return to Logos to see our new undeleted document. We'll need to close our About Logos Bible Software window, therefore click the X at the top right. Let's also close our Logos Help window by clicking on the X on the tab located here. Let's go ahead and click on Docs to access our undeleted document. If you are sorting your documents, with today's date being the most recent, you'll see your newly undeleted document at the top of the list. And here we have my untitled Canvas number 7. So the good news is, if you ever delete a document, no worries. Go to the stoplight menu at the top right, click on About Logos Bible Software, go to Management Document Sharing, look up your deleted documents, and you are good to go. Wow, that's a lot that we've covered, but there's more training yet ahead.